Oh my god, who are these people?
I have no idea. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video today. We are going to talk about stupid things that parents do. Now,
featuring me. I'm mostly going to be the one who's ranting because my parents do a lot of stupid things. And I'm going to start off with something very basic. If you're my parents, let's say you the viewer,
it's pretty much a podcast for justice for kids, so.
Yes. If you are my parents, tell me, why the freak do parents, every time their child makes a valid point on anything, they say that their child has an attitude, or that they just haven't, or that they are doing something wrong. They do anything along the lines of something that every parent tells their child, even if their child doesn't even have an attitude, and that's clear. Even if their child isn't speaking in a certain tone of voice, even if their child isn't even in an attitude, even if their child isn't even disrespecting them, they'll pull out that excuse every time a child makes a valid point that they can't come back from. That's why I started with this first, because I know my parents watch this, they're going to say that I have an attitude right now. No, I don't. It's just that you don't have a valid comeback to my points, so you have to say that I have an attitude to make me have an attitude, and then say, yep, that's the attitude right there. Listen, if you're my parent and I go to you, I'm like, I'm bored, and then you tell me to go do my chores or clean my room. First of all, I'm not going to clean my room. I'm not going to do my chores if you tell me to do that when I'm bored. That's even more boring than whatever I was going to do, okay?
Kids need to start speaking up.
Yes. Now listen. If it's your house and your rules, why do you need a child to take care of your house for you by doing the chores?
Now that's facts. That is actually true.
Also,
that is actually true.
If you don't want to see the mess in my room, don't come into my room every day and choose to see the mess. If you can let me do something in my own room, if you can let me cook my own food and bring it to my own room, you can let me get my own food and bring it to my own room, let me be independent like parents say they always want their kids,
put on creative,
then you wouldn't need to come into my room, okay? Now, if you want me to be independent and do all this stuff on my own and all of that, you don't need to come into my room, and parents don't understand that. If you want me to become so independent, stop giving me these free handouts and then say that my life is easy, okay? Stop giving me the free handouts of life that you're naturally gonna give me and then say that my life is easy and that I shouldn't be complaining for anything. Because every single time my parents have to say anything to me, they will at first say, your life is easy. Because my life is easy doesn't mean that I can't complain about anything. Because I know as a kid, your life was easy, okay? Because your modern luxuries were just the same as our modern luxuries. What our PS5s to us were GameCubes to you, and you know it. You probably had gaming consoles and all the cool stuff as a kid. My mom had color TV as a kid. You know how rare that was?
Yeah, I never even seen that kind of TV.
Yeah, my mom had a color TV as a kid. My dad just lived a great life as a kid, bro. And yet, both of them act like my life is great. And I bet their same parents use that on this one. My dad and my parent and his parents are here. And
I mean, well, hold on. They probably think your life is great because they buy you literally everything in the world.
Yeah, like, don't call me spoiled and then continue to make me spoiled. Like, that's one thing. I didn't even ask for my Nintendo Switch. I just said, oh, this is pretty cool once. To my dad, and he bought me a freaking neon colored control Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't have a Nintendo Switch.
Neon, that's my favorite color too.
He spoils me, and then usually in an argument whenever I bring up something that I want to do that he doesn't want me to do, okay? Listen, if you're gonna spoil me, if you're gonna buy me a PS5 for $1,000 off eBay, if you're gonna buy me a neon Nintendo Switch from Best Buy the second the neon colors come out, if you're gonna buy me all of these games for my PS5 and my Nintendo Switch, if you're gonna buy me the PS5 headphones, an extra controller for my PS5, if you're gonna buy me the PS5 in digital editions that I don't even have to get the games and carry them as a hassle, if you're gonna get me an iPhone 12, if you're gonna get me this iPad, then don't say that I'm spoiled if I ask for two things on that list. The two things I asked for on that list are PS5 and iPhone 12, and who doesn't want both of those things? Yet they gave me so much more.
We should make this a series.
I just asked for a PS5. My dad gives me a PS5 with headphones and extra controllers and all of this other stuff. It's not like I don't want the PS5. Of course, this is almost like the greatest present I've gotten in my life. but don't spoil me and then say I'm spoiled. No crap. You're the one who spoiled me. Maybe if you have such a problem with me being spoiled, don't spoil me. It's as simple as that. If you have such a problem with you going to work every day because you hate your job, maybe if you didn't buy so much of this stuff for me, then you could go get an easier job that you actually like, that pays less, because you don't get all this extra stuff, okay? I didn't ask for a $400 Nintendo Switch, okay? You got me one.
Yeah, same, me either.
Thank you for getting me one, but then don't complain about getting me one after you already did. Complain that I want one and that you're probably gonna have to buy one if I don't have one, not that I have one and that you bought it for me. Don't complain about something that you bought for me, okay?
Oh!
Really, I'm not gonna sit here and complain to Mason. I'm not gonna sit here and complain to Mason that I once... Okay, listen, Mason. I got you into Animal Crossing, right?
True. And now I'm having the best time in Animal Crossing.
Yes, that's the exact same point. I'm not gonna complain to Mason that he takes my free handouts that I'm giving him and that he runs with them. I'm not gonna say to Mason, dude, you like literally just stole Animal Crossing from me. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm the one who showed him to Animal Crossing. And don't even say, oh, a single cent.
Yeah, my auntie actually got me an Animal Crossing card, so I don't even have the disc. I just have a card that I got it for free, pretty much. Well, not for free. I just like put the card on the thing so I could get the game.
And also, I don't want to hear a single parent ever again complain about doing the simple, basic things a parent should do. Listen, there are some messed up parents in the world, but that doesn't mean you have to use those kids who are currently being abused or are starving as an excuse for why I shouldn't be able to get what I want because other kids aren't getting what they want. Don't use kids who are starving or who are literally being abused by their parents right now as an excuse for why I don't have to get stuff. Don't say that kids are starving in Africa when I don't eat my food. Give them the food that I don't want to eat instead of complaining. Using your mouth that can complain, they could have used their mouth to eat the food that I don't want to eat. But instead, you're going to complain that there's starving kids in Africa, but then don't do a single crap to fix the problem about starving kids in Africa. Don't sit here and complain that there are kids who have it way worse whose parents don't buy them all this stuff. And then don't do crap to prevent all of that, okay? I don't want to see you tell me that there are kids who don't get stuff in life and then give me everything that I could have imagined in life and then still complain that there are kids who don't get everything in life. If you want me to become a kid who doesn't get everything in life, you clearly don't want to. But no, you have to use kids who don't get everything in life as an excuse for why I can't get everything in life.
I know.
Listen. Now, if a parent goes up to me and says, go clean your room, I don't want to see it, or I don't want to hear it, shut up. I don't want to hear it either. No one says shut up to their parents unless they're truly mad. So you know I'm about to spit some facts here. Now, if you don't want to hear me complain, don't give me something that's going to make me complain even freaking more, okay? If you already can tell that I'm complaining because I want to just go back to whatever I want to do, don't give me something that's going to make me complain because I now have to do everything else that I didn't want to do at the beginning, okay? School. This one is a big one for most parents. Don't use your kid
Here we go.
as an excuse.
This is what my mom uses all the time.
Tell her to go to this video and watch it. Don't tell me that I'm failing in school and that's why I don't get anything. If you actually gave two craps on why I was failing in school, maybe you should do something. Like, for example, help me. My mom doesn't use the fact that I'm failing in school. I am, by the way. She doesn't use the fact that I'm failing in school as a reason for anything. My dad does, but he doesn't study with me or teach me really anything. I can think of 2 times my dad helped me with school, and in those 2 times we barely finished on what we had to do because of literally all the reasons you could think of. So don't get me started, okay, on, oh, you're failing in school, you shouldn't get that. Help me. If I'm failing in school, then actually genuinely help me, okay? Don't give me answers to this homework problem, okay? Give me a single reason why I should even be in school. Because most of the things school teach us, 99% of it I'm not gonna use. I don't need to know that I don't need to know
what 1 plus 1
I
is.
can do I don't know. I don't need to know multiplication, okay? Because I'm never gonna go, ah, crap. I need to just simply add together two things of the same value together. What can I use besides just adding those two things together? Just add them together. I've never needed to use multiplication a single time in life. I use it because it makes life easier. But when you think about all the things that make life easier, none of them are actually needed in life, okay? Something that makes life easier is literally everything that you probably have in your house right now. Because all of it is, if you think about it, if we didn't have anything in life, if life was just a white void where we couldn't do anything, everyone would be depresso espresso.
What?
Now, listen. If life was just a white void, every day you would just be sitting waiting for your death. Everything that is needed in life is everything that you buy, even if it seems like it's not needed in life. If we didn't have anything in life besides something to sit down on, and all we did every day was sit down, everyone would be this depresso espresso, waiting for our deaths. Since entertainment and all that came out, we're not just sitting here waiting for our deaths. We're sitting here enjoying life. I know that one got pretty dark really quickly, but hey, parents. Exactly. This dude just told me that he gets PlayStation cards so unoften. He didn't even know he could get them on Amazon. He didn't even know that he could just get them and order them online.
Yeah, I literally did not know I could get them online, to be honest with you.
Dude, you don't have to go to a store and buy a PlayStation V-Bucks code. First of all, you can just buy a PlayStation card and then buy V-Bucks with it. He's like, oh, well then I still have to go to the store, right? No, you can buy it off Amazon. He's literally astonished. Like he was a caveman discovering how to light fire. That's how little he gets V-Bucks cards. Okay? That's how little he gets them, okay? And yet his parents still sit here and use all these different excuses for why he can't get one. You basically never get
And most of them are about school, so.
Yes, literally. Stop comparing your kids to other kids. Oh, that kid got an A+ on this test. You only got a B. Like, okay. You're wondering why your kid is bored every day. To be honest, this is not me, but like I said, this is not me. This is not me asking for clout. This is me speaking for every kid who's like this. If I'm gonna be honest, if your kid is bored constantly every day just asking you for something to do, they're probably depressed. Depression isn't just sadness, okay? And
yeah, I was depressed once.
I've seen so much stuff about depression, okay? Depression isn't just sadness. It can be just sadness, but it's also tiredness, boredness, unmotivation to do anything, lack of interest, all of that stuff. So why does your kid have all of those symptoms, huh? Probably because they are depressed, because you keep comparing them to other kids. It does not feel good as a kid to be compared to everyone else in life, and to be told that they're failing and everything, and that they're going to be living homeless eventually one day in life. Do you think that's actually going to help your kids get anywhere with their dreams? They're going to be homeless in life because you told them that. Since they know now that they're going to be homeless, they're not going to be motivated to do anything. I'm gonna be motivated to do anything. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm already homeless. My parents already told me that. Maybe actually motivate them to do anything. Maybe they won't become homeless in life. If you're literally telling them that they're failing and that they're gonna become homeless because they're not doing the stuff that they need to do to accomplish their dream job in the future, they're not gonna accomplish it because they're gonna think, oh, I'm doing this wrong, and then they're gonna give up, okay? So stop using everything you can, grasping at straws as a reason why you can't get your kid first, okay? And I'm gonna call them boomers because I don't have anything else to call them besides the elderly, and I'm not gonna do it. So, actually no, I am gonna call it that. The elderly, whatever. The elderly, they don't have to suffer at all. Most of them are probably in nursing homes where, you know, they get fed everything, okay? They get to do everything that they ever wanted. Because, you know, they're old, they're retired, they're probably rich. A lot of old people are rich. You know, they have everything in life, so they're like, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm expecting the time where I must pass on, and they get everything in life. Then you have, you know, slightly older adults that aren't really adults, but they're older than adults, you know? They aren't in nursing homes. They probably have grandkids to look after or something. And, you know, they don't have many problems in their life. Most of them are retired. Some of them maybe are still working a job. But usually most of them who are working a job are working some really old job that they don't get paid much for, but they don't need it because, yet again, they're probably working. Then you have adults. Adults, they're parents, okay? They're just parents, straight up. They get everything they want, especially from their child. If they have a house that is their house and theirs to keep, that they get to set the rules in, why the frick don't you take care of your house and you need to leave it to your child who clearly wants to do stuff that they get to do as a child in life?
Pretty much being a maid.
Yes, like literally doing chores all day. Why don't you let your kid actually do something?
And guess what? Guess what? My mom be like, I'm not your maid. I ain't either.
Are always like, I'm not your maid. Okay, neither am I, so stop asking me to do chores in your own house that you control. If you control the house and you're gonna say that you're not a maid in your own house, I'm not a maid in a house that you're letting me stay in. Don't complain about me doing all the wrong stuff in my own room, okay? Listen, it's my room, okay? If it's your house, it's my room, okay? Even if my room is situated in your house, okay? That does not mean that I don't get to do whatever I want in my room. Listen, if you're gonna dedicate enough time into giving me my own room, then let me do what I want in that room, okay? You're dedicating time into giving your child their own space where they can do the stuff they want, and then you're gonna tell them to clean it because you don't want to look at it. Don't step into their room. Do it again, louder, and make their own food, bring it to their own room, all of that stuff, so that you don't have to, quote unquote, look at their room. You don't have to look at their room, okay? You don't have to. You honestly don't have to. You constantly choose to go into your child's room. So maybe instead of complaining about everything they do in their own room because you don't want to look at what they're doing in their own room, stay the freak outside of my room, knock on my door when you have something to tell me, instead of just barging in and going, I don't like what I'm seeing. Also, don't tell me to clean my room if you have guests over. Don't tell me. It's not like the guests are gonna immediately sprint to my room, go sprint to my room, and then say, nope, this room isn't clean, so I'm not gonna stay here. Haha, you just lost a guest. I was gonna give you $2 billion if all your rooms in your house were clean, but your child's room was just a tiny bit messy with a couple of toys on the floor. You're not gonna get that $1 billion. No guest is ever like that unless you have freaking Elon Musk inside your house himself.
Yeah.
Unless you have freaking Mr. Beast inside your house himself. No one is actually gonna be literally benefiting you because all of your rooms in your house are clean. No one's gonna be benefiting you because your child's room was clean. Because no one wants to benefit you. Because we all understand that no child wants to clean their room, but for some reason they're forced to. Guests are coming over. Because wow, every guest is just gonna sprint up to the children's bedroom, and if they see a couple toys on the floor, they're not getting $3 billion that you could have used to escape from everything. They're also not gonna give you the winning lottery ticket, because that's totally what they were gonna give you too. It's just so stupid. Also, we gotta talk about more and more. This is something that's constant. My eyes itchy as shit right now. It's something that's constant. Bills. You're an adult. You have to pay bills. Don't tell me to do certain stuff in my own room and pay the bills. If you need to come into my room and turn off my lights, or tell me to get off the console because the electricity bill is going too high or something like that. If it's your own house, freaking pay for it, okay? If you chose this house, You chose this house. Looking at how expensive the house is can literally tell you how expensive the bills are gonna be. Knowing you have a child who likes gaming is gonna naturally let you know that your electricity bills are gonna be high. If you have a child who desperately takes baths every day, you know your water, you know that certain bills gonna be high. Okay. So don't complain about it. Okay. Also, don't talk about how you need cars to get places, and yet you have to pay for all of this and do all that, and that children don't do anything. No. Children shouldn't do anything if it's your own car, your own house, your own rules, your own everything. If it's something you own that you pay for, then I'm not the one who has to keep respecting that. Okay, I'm not the one who has to take care of everything in the house because you told me to. I'm the one who should actually be getting to not take care of everything in the house because I'm a child, maybe an adult who is older than me and who actually has power over something. I can't go to the tax man and say, hey, can my bills be lowered? I'm just really sorry. My child, they just love gaming and we can't really stop them. We know it's like the only thing they ever want to do. We can't stop them. I'm not the one who needs to go to the tax man and say that. You are the one who needs to say that, okay? So maybe stop saying that you have control over everything and then don't take control of everything, okay? Stop freaking complaining about everything. And I bet there's gonna be some heated parents in the comments, and most definitely my own parents in the comments. And let me tell you, I literally have a comeback for everything. And this is the way of me saying it in video because I'm tired of being said that I have an attitude in the middle of the
same.
And I just made a valid point instead of doing that. So now since you guys can't interrupt me mid-video while I'm saying all this, and you can actually hear everything that you're doing wrong, I want you to tell me, how does it feel to know you're doing wrong, okay? Because one of the main things that a child hates is being told that they're doing wrong. I touched on it before. If a child is told they're doing wrong, then they're gonna continue to do wrong because they're pretty much giving up because they're not getting help by their parents. Listen up, okay? How the freak does it feel to be told that you're wrong, you're doing everything wrong? Because to be honest, parents in the US, and I say the US specifically because a lot of parents everywhere else are actually sane and actually have two brain cells in their head to tell you that when you're actually right in an argument. Parents in the US are the only people who will tell you that you're doing wrong to the point and kids don't have stuff to balance too. Because if you think that kids don't have anything that they need, and I mean need to get done, or anything, then you obviously don't deserve to have a child. And I mean that literally, because that's coming from a child, okay? If you think that the child doesn't have stuff that they need to do, that they hate doing, that they need to do, aka school, then you don't deserve to have it. If you don't understand that your child is gonna do what they like doing, aka gaming, and raise the electricity bill, not clean their room, do all of this stuff that you don't want. If you don't realize that your child's not, or that your child is gonna do all of those things, you don't deserve to have them. Luckily, my parents actually realized that. But anyway, for all the parents out there watching this video, tell your two brain cells in your head that everything in your house that needs to be done, or everything that you need to complain about, is on your kids. Because if you're constantly telling your kids all of the things that they're doing wrong, and then never take any of the blame when you're doing all the stuff wrong, like I said before, and say it with me, you don't deserve to have a child. That's pretty much all the stuff in this TED Talk, because I don't want to touch on the rest of it. This video is already 25 minutes long. It's not even a live stream. Anyway, to my mom and dad, I hope you're watching. I really hope you are. I hope both of you are watching, so
yeah,
same. Actually hear something before cutting me off and saying that I have an attitude, or that I should go to my room. I'm glad that you can actually hear me for once and not be able to cut me off. I hope you're pausing the video right now.
And not say, be quiet, be quiet.
Yeah, and exactly what he just said. Anyway, that is gonna be the end of the video.
That's the end of the video, boys.
Not only am I getting bored of playing Tilted Zone Wars, I want to play duos, but I'm also getting bored of ranting on and on about everything that parents do wrong. Because now I see, maybe that's why they end arguments so quickly by saying that we have an attitude. Because ranting on and what everyone does wrong for so long is tiring as frick. So yeah, I hope my parents are seeing this, and I hope they heard that joke that I just made. If my parents actually are watching all the way through to me saying this, I'm surprised you didn't pause it halfway and go confront me about the video and then try to have a huge argument. If you're actually watching the end of this video before confronting me, higher thing when you talk for 26 minutes on how you are doing wrong. Because you are. Anyway, this has been your host, GD Renegade. I keep pronouncing my own name wrong. It's called Renegade. But anyway, I'm just gonna call myself Renaissance. Yeah, I'm gonna call myself Renaissance. Anyway, that's been your host. Like, what do I say? Follow my TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube. It really helps if you enjoyed the video. If you're
subscribe to follow his TikTok. TikTok is Renegades_son. My TikTok is The Real Supreme Star. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah, alright. I hope you guys enjoyed that very long 27 minutes.
7 minutes of confronting parents.
Yeah, that was a very long video. Hope you guys sat through the entire thing. Please go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed, because it lets me know to make more of these types of videos where I'm just ranting on and on about stuff that I don't like about a certain group of people or a certain thing. This has been your host, Renaissance. See you next time.
Alright. Yep, we'll both see you when we'll see you when we see ya.